Hey guys, Rob Shoecraft here with 3 Storm Fitness. Today I'm going to be reviewing my my Vulcan 3x3 utility bench with the fat pad. I don't actually know if they call it a fat pad. That's actually the Rogue Donnie Thompson model, but I think this is sort of Vulcan Strength's answer to that product by Rogue. You got a 4-inch pad here. 4-inch pad, which is a lot thicker than the typical flat bench pad. 3x3, of course, comes from the posts here, the supporting posts. Those are 3 inches by 3 inches. You got a nice. I got the bolt-on model, which, as far as I know, is actually the only model they sell. Get out of here, kitty! No, kitty. The bolt-on model, and just allowed for a little better shipping costs. Free shipping, that was an appeal. So I spent probably way more time trying to pick this model than trying to find this model than I should have. It was between the Elite FTS, one of the collegiate models. There was a Titan Strength, Titan Fitness, flat bench I was looking at, and then the Rogue, the Donnie Thompson model. This is the one I decided to go with. I didn't really know much about Vulcan. They have really good reviews. I've heard a lot of people praise their barbells and their plates, their bumper plates. So I figured their bench would probably be pretty decent as well. And the price was pretty good. This sucker's $229 bucks is what I initially paid for it. Now I'll get back to that price in a second because it moved for me. But yeah, for the price and the free shipping, it was kind of hard to argue with. This thing's 60 pounds, which is actually, for 3x3 11 gauge steel, I mean, it is what it is. But I was actually surprised it wasn't a little heavier. I'm not saying it necessarily needs to be heavier, but comparable models with similar specs are, like the Elite FTS unit I was looking at, I think, was 75 pounds. Now, the reason, by the way, I didn't go with Elite FTS was because it was the shipping is astronomical. At least it's more than I wanted to pay at the time. Anyways, back to this. Assembly was really easy, sort of. I'd imagine it would be easy for most people. So the reason I kind of hesitated on giving the price is because I did pay $229 initially. But I got 50 bucks off afterward because they sent this sucker to me after weeks of waiting. I mean, I waited, I think, 6 weeks because it hadn't been released yet. They were waiting for it to ship over from overseas. So it got delayed, and they shipped it to me with the holes drilled in the wrong freaking place. Now, as you can see here, oh no, you can't, but lighting's bad. But anyways, the holes were drilled in the wrong spot. Cat, get out of here, dude. He lands on his feet, by the way. Don't think I abuse him. He's just kind of pissing me off. Anyways, the holes were drilled in the wrong place. So I emailed Vulcan. I told him, I said, hey, look, I'll take care of this myself. I'll drill them in the right spot. But you guys got to, take some money off. So they did that pretty quickly. They gave me 50 bucks off. So for 179 bucks, this thing's a solid unit. Anyways, back to it. The bolt-on model's easy. It's got this handle with the wheels on it. As you can see, I'm kneeling right now. This thing's pushing around like a vacuum cleaner. No big deal. That makes moving around very easy. A couple things something I'm not crazy about. It's not really that big of a deal, but so on a nice gym floor, it grips pretty darn well. I mean, if you're doing, obviously if you're doing a bench press, it's not going to go anywhere. But if you're doing, say, like barbell hip thrusters, like bridges, it's also not going to go anywhere on the gym floor. Now, when I move this to the turf, it's pretty slick. Now, that's not going to really be applicable for most people. But if you got a gym with maybe a carpet or something, and you're planning on doing, like I said, bridges or benches, and you're doing a lot of like heavy foot drive from it, you're probably going to want to put a mat underneath. One thing I kind of wish they had was some like rubber footers. I think that would take care of the problem if they've added those to it, or something on the underside that would kind of grip a little better. Like I said, if you're using a regular gym floor or even concrete, it's not going to go anywhere for you. Pretty solid. Another thing I like about it is the grippy vinyl and the pad. This is, by the way, a 12-inch pad. So I'm kind of a bigger dude. It feels a lot better than like the 11-inch, which is pretty typical in most utility benches. But yeah, this grips pretty well. I got a microfiber cloth here. As you can see, I noticed that the grip was good because it gets caught on it really easily. And I also noticed that when I was benching on it, and I use a lot of leg drive myself, I wasn't sliding all over the place like I would be on like a cheaper Marcy model. Some guy, by the way, when I reviewed my Iron Master over there, he said you talked about the Marcy comparison too much. Sorry about that. Anyways, where the heck was I? Oh, damn it, I got lost. All right, so it's a pretty solid model. Like I said, for 179 bucks or even 229, which I was prepared to spend. It's great. I will say, be prepared to wait for a while. This thing doesn't seem to be in stock very well. I've kept an eye on it just out of curiosity, and they're always out of stock. I don't know why that is, but you know, like I said, I can attest to the customer service. I like the product. I didn't love waiting for 6 weeks and then having to drill my own holes. So kind of just take that into consideration. Yeah, solid product. Vulcan strength. I'll be checking out some more of their stuff. I am going to be in the market for some bumper plates. I might get a couple of theirs and just try them out. So stay tuned for that. Guys, I'm Rob Shoecraft with 3 Storm Fitness. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my videos and have a terrific day.